Good morning, students. I welcome you all to St. Mary's English High School, Nalasopara West. Geography, Standard 7, Chapter 3, Tides, Part 1. Students, be ready with your textbooks. Page number 9. The lesson's name is Tides. Observe the following pictures. Figure number 3.1a and figure number 3.1b. Both the paragraphs show the same place. If you stay near the coast for some time, you will realize that the sea water is sometimes very close to the coast. Figure 3.1a. While at other times it is far away from the coast. Figure 3.1b. We call these movements of the sea water tides. High tide and low tides are natural phenomena. They happen naturally. Tides are movements of sea water occurring daily and regularly. The level of sea water changes after a specific period of time. After every 12 hours and 25 minutes, a cycle of high tide and low tide gets completed. Centrifugal and gravitational force. Due to its rotation, the earth gets a type of power or force. This force works away from the center. It is called centrifugal force. See figure 3.5. Due to this force, any object on the earth would be thrown into the space. But because of the gravitational force, it is not thrown into the space. For your reference, I have put some examples of centrifugal force. In figure number 3.2, girl moving a notebook with force. Figure number 3.3, boy moving the glass with water. Figure number 3.4, girl whirling the keyring. In all the above activities, the effect of the centrifugal force is visible. The centrifugal force acts in the opposite direction to the gravitational force. Centrifugal means going away from the center. You must have experienced it too. This also is an effect of centrifugal force. When you go to a fair and you sit in a Ferris wheel, your seat spins and leans outward away from the wheel. This is an example of centrifugal force. Now next topic, my dear students, is tides. The following factors are responsible for the occurrence of tides. Means, why do tides occur? First reason, the gravitational pull of the moon and the sun as well as that of the earth. Second, revolution of the earth around the sun and the indirect revolution of the moon around the sun. Third point, centrifugal force generated due to the rotation of the earth. Now, the moon is closer to the earth than the sun. Hence, its gravitational force becomes more effective than that of the sun. Therefore, tides are influenced more by the moon than the sun. Now there are types of tides. As the timing of the tide varies every day, the range of a tide also keeps on changing. Now it is not necessary that every day at the same time we will get high tide. A little difference occurs. First type of tide is spring tide. On new moon and full moon days, the gravitational pull of the sun and the moon act in the same direction. Due to this, the total pull increases. Hence, the tide on these days is much higher than the average high tide. This is known as spring tide. See figure 3.7. Now next type of tide is neap tide. While revolving around the earth, the moon makes a right angle with respect to the earth and the sun twice a month. See, in the figure you will see that the sun, earth and moon, the position is making a right angle. This position occurs on the first and the third quarter of each month. On both these days, the forces of both the sun and the moon operate at right angles on the earth. Intertidal range. The difference in the water level of the high tide and the low tide is called tidal range. In open seas, this range is about 30 centimeter. However, towards the coastal areas, it goes on increasing. In India, the highest tidal range is in the Gulf of Khambat. It is about 1100 centimeter. Thank you, students. We will continue the chapter in the next video.